Yo, what is up, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be talking about my new anime reborn tier list, the new Dandadan update. So, let's get started. First, we have Speed Card. Speed Card is going to be the best farm unit in the game. Hands down right now, at this time period, he's the best money unit. Second best money unit is Boba. Boba is going to be second money unit. Then we have Lucky. Lucky, I would put Lucky in support. Lucky, with each attack, applies a stun status effect for 3 seconds. Whenever Lucky recovers from a stun, he gains 25% more damage, minus 10 SPA for 20 seconds. I say support because with each attack, stuns effect for 3 seconds. So, pretty good support unit. Then we have Yami, Captain Yami. Another support unit, in my opinion. Yami is a dark unit, and Yami allies in the range gets 15% crit rate and 15% crit damage, not stackable. All dark type units in the range gain 35% damage. So in my opinion, really good support unit. Not the best, but a really good support unit. 21 I'm putting in good. Like, top good. Almost in meta. Not crazy meta, but almost in meta. 21 is really good. So, reason why I say 21 is that 21 does... 21 is a secret unit, but 21 has naturally 20% more range. 21 within the 10 units in 21's area, I guess you could say, in the circle, gets 15% range increase. Not that bad, really good unit, very cheap, only 1,915 to place this unit. So in my opinion, not that bad, a good starting unit as well, if you do not have the character we are about to talk about afterwards. No leaks, but maybe go on. Now we have Yuno. Yuno is going to be another support unit. See here, Yuno, with each attack applies a status effect slowing down the target by 50%, lasting 15% or lasting 15 seconds. Deals 20% more damage on enemies infused by wind elements. So a really good support unit as well because it stuns. Now we have Grimjaw. Grimjaw is going to be a new unit, and I'm gonna put him in good. Another good unit. Grimjaw is not bad, especially evolved with a trait. He does 100% crit chance against Scar's enemies, 25 crit damage against scarred enemies. So really good unit, does a lot of damage, especially if they are scarred. Now we have Doma. Doma, I would say Doma is an interesting unit, especially that he is pretty hard because you had to run, I guess, the presence. He applies a frostbite effect on all enemies, deals damage in the rain, and he has a cooldown of 120. Doma would be good, but like, as the term good, this is like basically medium and good. So the last, all the way at the last, he's a good unit, but he's not the best. BRS is gonna be meta. He's not gonna be the best meta, but he is meta. BRS he has 30% chance on insta killing an enemy below 25 HP. At this time, I think he doesn't do that to the boss, but to enemies, especially when you're doing infinite, really good, especially if they're below 25 health. He inflicts fears on enemies hitting them or marking them, and they do 12%, or he does 12% more damage. Really good. Beerus is a good unit. I have 2 over heavens, don't mind that for some reason, but the over heaven is definitely gonna be meta. 100% meta. He might be the best, but there is more units that's better than him. But he has the first unit when in his range, gets a scar effect on all enemy or all attacks. This unit applies scars on all attacks, dealing 15% of that unit damage per tick, doubling the normal scars. Stuns all units in his range for 25 seconds and has a cooldown of 300, and that is global. So if anybody uses it, you get a cooldown if you have them. The time stop ability basically stops every enemy in his area. Just freezes them for 25 seconds. Really good unit. Really hard though. He is a 0.1%. So good luck, and he's a really good unit, especially if you get Miracle or another secret unit or a secret trait or mythical trait. Hey, he is really good. He's really good. Now we have Time King. Time King is gonna be the best support, in my opinion. Time King is the best support. I have Miracle on him, and he does 135k. So he's doing damage and supporting my team, because Time King or Julius, he basically slows the enemy by 55% if you're in his range, and he has a long range that can go up to like 50 range. So it's actually crazy. It slows the enemy by 55%. He also has his ability Time Stop, or I don't know what it's called. I know he uses a Grim Rod for it, but I'm not sure. It basically stops all enemies in his path. It just freezes it like Dio. It only lasts like 15 seconds at least, maybe 10 seconds. I'm not sure, but it is another time stop ability. But the best part is that he slows enemies in his circle. So anybody that spawns in, if you have a long range and he's in Julius is in the enemy's range, he's gonna slow them down by 55%. Really good. Now we have Hawkeye. Hawkeye's gonna be a boss killer for sure. Maybe the best boss killer in the game, because Hawkeye does 250% more damage to any bosses. Really good. Straight up, really good. I don't know if he's gonna be the best, but yeah. I forgot this character's name. 𝐓𝐀𝐆𝐒. It starts with K. This character is I don't know if it's a battle pass unit. I think it is a battle pass unit. But they buff SPA by minus 30% for 10 seconds and a cooldown of 45. Straight up good, but like, good and medium, I guess you could say. Not the best, but not the worst. Michiro. Straight up, Michiro is gonna go with good. Yeah. You get this character from the banner in the Christmas event, I guess. Every time this unit is stunned, he does 2.5% up to 35% damage. Additionally, 15% damage to bosses. So I guess you could call him a boss killer, but he's not the best boss killer, but he is a good unit that you can use him. Of course, if you start up the game, you probably have bad units, so having him on your team is the best option. Oda, a very old unit. Oda is going to be put good. Oda is not the worst. Oda is not the best. Every friendly unit on his range gives him a 4% chance to crit. It's a chance. And stacks up to 40%. Straight up, not the best, but not the worst. Again. Now we have a 𝐓𝐀𝐆𝐒. I think it's from like Kama got killed. I don't know. Something like that. Straight up another good unit. I'm gonna put them between the middle. That is the number, tier 50 in the battle pass, so, and it's another exclusive unit. But if each attack applies a poison effect that lasts 25%, 25% or 25 seconds, my bad. Yeah, just a poison effect. It poisons the enemy, especially if you have a good trait. I think it increases it. So, this character is cost 1,000. Just play safe. Straight up. You don't have any other good units? Just use this unit. Pretty good. Asta. Straight up, Asta is gonna be put in the third for good. Asta breaks shields, basically. He breaks shields. He can't be. I believe he can't be stunned, The target user's anti-magic grimoire cannot be targeted by bosses, cannot be stunned, and their sword is instantly breaking shields. Basically, when he attacks, it instantly breaks the shield straight away. Whenever Captain Yami is in Asta's range, Asta gains 20% damage with a -5 SPA. Not stackable again. Yeah, Asta's gonna be the third. Asta is a really good unit to break. He doesn't get stunned, but you know, he's not the best, but he's good. He is really good. Next we have Graybeard or Whitebeard. Straight up, when I started the game, he was a really good unit. Now that I have more units, he's not the best now. But if you do get him, if you start up the game, he's really good. Graybeard does 1% damage each wave, up to 20% boost. After 30 eliminations, the next attack will stun the enemy. So basically, he stuns the enemies. He's not the best, but he's not good. Especially if you get a good trait, though, he might be good. Gohan. Gohan is definitely gonna be put in another good. He's not the best. I'm gonna put him right behind Whitebeard. He's okay. He's for sure not the best though. On every attack, each enemy is in range, increases the damage by 1%, up to 25%. Not bad. Not bad. But not good. Straight up. Okay. Our next character, Miracle from Black Clover. I don't know his name. This character was like my worst enemy when I was watching Black Clover. Yeah, straight up, he's gonna be a support unit for sure, but it's not a crazy support unit. Maybe right behind. He does. Let's see here. Unit attacks ignores enemies' elements in the end. Summon crystal servants each 10 seconds upon 15 servants at the same time on multiple paths, maps, and cap limits and path counts. So basically, he spawns like minions that do damage for him. Not bad. He is a good support, but not better than Julius or Time King. Now we have Kaido. He's gonna be meta. His DPS, crazy. He is expensive though. Like it costs us 31k to fully max upgrade him. Hey, but if you have Miracle or another trait that's really good, go ahead. He's a good character, especially for Infinite, I believe. He does 0.5% damage range, SPA each wave, up to 5% boost. Reduces other units' special abilities cooldown by 50% and deals damage in the range. Oh, that's his ultimate, yeah. Deals damage in his range. I don't know how much damage, but pretty good damage. Tanjiro. Very, very exclusive unit. You probably don't have him. If you're OG, you probably do have him. Straight up, good, but not the best. Right in the back. He's a hard unit to get, but his damage is not the best. He does, fully upgrading him, does 551 damage without a trait. Yeah, not the best. He has no passives too. So, next character. Delta Brothers. Another meta unit. Would I say he's better than Kaido? Yes. Better than Beerus? Yes. Better than Dio? No. Delta 1, his passive, or Delta Brothers, Delta 1, every 10 hits, the Delta Brother SPA decreases by 5%, capping up to 20%. Delta 2, every 20%, or every 20 takedowns, the Delta Brothers damage increased by 5%, capping by 30%. Core Break, I think it does, like, crazy damage, like, I don't know, like 300k, 400k damage. It's basically a nuke, like Sid. Yeah, deals damage and the cooldown is 300, and I believe it's not global. I'm not sure. Yeah, Now we are on to the good units. We're almost there. We're really, like, this is basically where we start up the good units. Aizen, I believe. From Bleach. Straight up, Aizen's gonna go better. Is he better than Kaido? Yes. Is he better than Beerus? Yes. This is gonna be hard. Is he better than Delta brothers? Yes. Better than Dio? No. Dio is like up there. Yeah, Aizen is gonna definitely be better. He is the New York or new Times or whatever unit. He does 30% chance to stun enemies for 7.5% seconds and deals 275% damage to bosses if they are stunned. If they're stunned. Deals damage and black flames in his range. That is basically, I think, his cooldown or his ability. And he has a 120 second cooldown. Hey, really, really good. Really, really, really good. So I'm putting him above Delta Brothers for sure. Yeah. Seda? I have no clue. I don't even know this name. I know this is from another anime, but I'm not sure. Straight up good, but I'll put her in second good. She basically attack freezes enemies below 40% health, so freezes the enemy below 40%. SPA minus 10% SPA for 15 seconds after killing an enemy, a frozen enemy, down to 30%. Straight up, not bad. Second and good. That is pretty good. Licked is gonna be another support, but I'm putting him in support. But he does do damage though. He's second in support. Licked is a crazy unit, especially evolved, and a good trait, very good trait, like Miracle. A light unit type that gains, he does 20% more damage to light units. When eliminating a unit or an enemy, there's a 35% chance of spawning a light servants, which within the enemy, basically the enemy's health. So 80% of that enemy's health. So if, let's say one of your other units are really, really good, Licked does a little bit of damage to them, and then your enemy or your unit finishes that off. Licked has a 35% chance of spawning an enemy, or I mean his servant, that's basically almost the exact same health. It's crazy, but he is a really good support and a really good damage. I would put him in like meta and like here, but he is a support unit. I can't lie, he is a support unit. But you could consider like these two units like good, not even support, but really good. Now we have Noelle. Yes, Noelle, the Black Cobra. Straight up, another good unit. Better than Licked. I'm gonna tell you the reason. Basically, her waves does not go away. She does a whole full path. And Licked's servants, they take damage from the enemy from their health. But her waves basically goes through every single unit. The unit gets 100% more money from enemies and bosses. This unit sends tsunamis down to every road for 30 seconds. That slows down the enemy by, also slows down enemies by 20%. And taking 50% more damage on hit for every 10 seconds. Basically more waves, crazy waves, especially if you have more units stacked or more Noelle stacked down, I guess like 3 or 4. More waves. Really, really good damage. Straight up. Really, really good. Second in support. Aokiji. I think that's the name. Aokiji. In front of Licked. He's really good. He freezes basically. Does 35% more damage to enemies under frozen status effect. And the unit every 5 hits deals 150% of his current damage and freezes the enemy for 5 seconds. Basically damage and freeze at the same time. Like you're mixing up both at the same time and it's crazy. Sid. Is he better than Kaido? Yes. Is he better than Beerus? Yes. Is he better than Delta Brothers? Yes. Is he better than Aizen? Yes. Is he better than the Overhead? Yes. His nuke, straight up broken. Yeah. His nuke is doing crazy amount of damage. His nuke almost does like 3 million damage on a new ghost tunnel. Basically, it's crazy. It is ridiculous, especially if you have Miracle. I have Miracle 2 on it. I got lucky. 2 OP. Really good. Please don't nerf. Gohan. Another unit. Gohan is gonna be third. Gohan is really good because of his startup. He basically is a startup unit. He costs basically nothing. He only costs 1,250. Not that much. Really good. He doesn't get stunned. Gohan attacks power increases, by the way. It increases by 5% each enemy defeated. Up to 100% more. The boost resets after each wave. It does reset. Gains 25% more damage for the reset of the game. So basically buffs his damage every single wave. And his damage just keeps going up. Probably at the end of the wave 15. He probably does, without upgrades, with Miracle, I do have Miracle on him, 15k. Without upgrades. Not bad. Fully max upgraded, he does for me 85, 82, something around there. Dio, you already did him. The new units. This is the interesting part. Alright. Turbo Granny. Turbo Granny is a new unit in the game. In the Dandadan update. I'm gonna put her in meta. Somebody told me SS stats, no traits. Max upgraded. She does 100 and something. I'm gonna put her behind Aizen. She's a secret unit. She does crazy amount of damage with no traits. The worst thing about her though is that she's not hybrid, even if you evolve her ability. Not the best, but not the worst. Definitely meta though. It's the amount of damage she does without traits. Her passives, True Sight. This unit is available to see True Shade enemies. Never seen them, never heard of them, but yeah. She also has the Oni Speedster. 100% increased damage to Oni people, or to Oni enemies that have speed. The speed ability buff, I guess you could say. Not bad. Not the worst. Alright. Octawalk? I believe that's her name. I'm gonna put him on meta. Definitely in front of Turbo Granny. Better than Aizen? Yeah, depending on the trait. Better than Beast Gohan? No. Beast Gohan is way cheaper. Especially if you have Miracle on him. Pretty good. Beast Gohan. Otawak, new character, Dandadan update. Has 2 passives, Careless Acceleration. With a 10% chance does 50% more damage to enemy to attack. But with a 2% chance might get self-stunned. So they could stun themselves by accident. Interesting. Turbo Charge, another passive. Strikes at the speed of 100 kilometers per hour. You can leave your enemies with paralyzed status for 3 seconds. Paralyzing enemies can take up to 10% more damage. So you basically do more damage if the enemy's paralyzed. But it's not a crazy chance. Well, not bad, not good. Better. It's meta, definitely meta. Better than Aizen, not better than Beast Gohan. Though in those 3. Yeah. Next character, new character, Spiral. Straight up bad. He's better than Tanjiro. He's maybe better than Oda. Nah, not better than Oda. He has no passives. Yeah. He's a mythical. Unfortunate. Next unit, Seika. Straight up, a really good mythical. Actually, maybe in meta. Let me tell you why. Seika boosts their damage, I believe, to fire elements allies. At least the amount of damage or the amount of eliminations by the range of 35%. Not bad. No evil passive though. Wait, that was the passive. Helping hands boosts the damage on fire element. But I believe they also have a different passive. I think that was it. Yeah. Really good unit. If you guys have any advice for it, because I believe there is something else, but I'm forgetting it. But comment down in the comments below. That is a really good unit. Next up, Mimi. Mimi? It's okay. Mimi's okay. Definitely not meta, but good. Mimi is a hybrid, third placement on hybrid. Yeah. And on placement has a great buff for units. I think units get buffed around her. This unit does 35% damage to elite foes. So I guess, you know, characters that are crazy, I guess you could say, at health. Every 40 seconds buff range of all units named Auto-Walk in radius by 15% for 5 seconds, 15% chance on stunning Auto-Walk for 3 seconds. So decreases Auto-Walk, increases Auto-Walk. Hey, not bad. Yeah. Auto. All right, Arrow, the last unit. I'm gonna put her behind Mimi. Yeah. She's not crazy, but she is hybrid on upgrade 7. Gains random bumps against specific enemies. Passive. Randomly selects one of the following buff pools every 60 seconds. It's basically, she can have 10% damage, she can have 10% on flying enemies, she can have 10% shade enemies, she got 10% on any enemies. More damage, basically. So, if you guys did enjoy this video and it helped you out, like and subscribe. If you have any feedback, please do it in the comments, because I know there is not a lot of units here as well. So if you want to help out other people, of course you can go down in the comments. And peace.